Hi friends, Grace here. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Just wanted to tell you a little bit about the marketing you don't need. I know when I take marketing planning session calls, and if you've ever had a marketing planning session with me, you know that I talk about your new patient numbers, your ideal new patient, your goals, and then we look at what you're currently doing. We look at where you want to be, where you're at, and then the most cost-effective, quickest way to get you where you want to be. And then I put together a plan and I send it to you. But a lot of times I start also talking about your brand and talking about your reputation. And it's very important when you're creating a marketing plan that you understand the goals of that marketing initiative. See, sometimes a marketing goal is not about exact new patients. Sometimes, if you set a goal to have brand recognition or market saturation to a certain number, like I want at least half of my town to know who I am. If you set those branding goals, they're long-term goals. And what happens is you start to brand, you start to build your reputation intentionally by knowing your unique selling proposition and then putting out messages that support that unique selling proposition. And what happens is over time, people in your community or your target audience, they know who you are, what you stand for, and what you provide. And when that happens, you will see, not immediately, but over time, a boom in demand for your business. So when you go into a marketing plan, it's okay to start with point A to point B and what's the quickest, most cost-effective way to get there. But then also think about point C, D, and F, and long term, what do we need to do? What are those tiny steps we need to take each day that get us to where we want to be in 5 years or even more? So start thinking about your branding, think about your reputation, and think about that marketing that you don't want to do, but that you know is going to bring significant value long term, even if it's intangible value, even if you can't calculate the exact number of new patients that came from that. So I'm going to give you a couple examples. One, Facebook Live videos. Build your brand, build recognition, allow people to get to know you, and see what that does in your community. Two, social media marketing. A lot of people think social media marketing is that call to action, how many new patients, when in reality, it is more for brand recognition and for people to get comfortable with who you are, what you do, and the value that you provide. Another would be signage or a billboard. A lot of people put up billboards and they see their overall numbers improving, but they're not getting actual calls from people who drove past the billboard because it's more subconscious influence and brand recognition that feeds the business over time. So those are just a few short examples of marketing that can pay dividends, but they're less direct call to action. They're harder to calculate their return on investment, but you see them years later when you're consistent with them. And that's why you see big corporations running and investing in these kinds of things, is because they know that collectively that brand recognition is going to give you that boom. You're just not going to see it right away. So it makes sense if you have the funds, if you're looking to invest, if you're looking at the long term, if you're in survival mode, let's say in startup mode for your practice, or in a period where you need to get your overhead down and your new patients up as quickly as possible, it may not be the best thing to do. But once you get comfortable and you're looking to build that long term and you're looking to get that boom in brand recognition, start looking at branding initiatives. All right, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day and a great weekend. Bye.